does the Constitution need to be changed to make it more explicit, or do you think that this lawsuit, if the Supreme Court rules your way, will handle that?
If the Supreme Court rules in favor of the lawsuit that I filed, it will end quorum breaking. You know, if you look at the wording of the Constitution, it was intended to address situations where somebody may be absent. You know, it was written at a time back when you had farmers and ranchers taking care of their ranches, or people could get ill, different things like that. It wasn't even considering purposeful quorum breaking. They did not think at the time they wrote the Constitution that people would not show up and do their job. And yet that's exactly what happened. There have to be consequences in the real world. If you don't show up to do your job, you'll lose your job. Same thing should happen with regard to Texas House members. If they don't show up to do their job, they should lose their job. I'm seeking to vacate them or remove them from office because they were refusing to show up and do their job.
And so right now, some Republicans they've already filed a bill that would make it illegal. Basically, if a lawmaker doesn't show up for a consecutive 7 days, then they vacate. So is that something you would support, and would you add that to a special session agenda?
Absolutely. The problem is that would require a constitutional amendment that requires 2/3 votes. And so the runaway Democrats who don't want to do their job, they could stop that from passing.